A very good evening and a warm welcome to everyone. So we are about to start our very first interview session with the Honorable Head of the Department of Food Technology, Dr. Kakali Bandhyopadhyay ma'am, and respected faculty, Dr. Souptik Bhattacharya sir. So we will be now starting our interview session, and my first questions begins with ma'am, that ma'am, being the head of the department comes with immense responsibilities and commitments. So what are your journey about food technology and in at GNIT?
Well, it's really very emotional question. Journey started from the year 2006-7 and being one HOD from that time, the first challenge that was with me is the establishment of the department in GNIT, where it is a challenge, really a challenge in this college to develop different kind of laboratories which are now available in our department, like food processing lab, food microbiology lab, food biotechnology lab, food chemistry lab, then unit operation of chemical engineering lab. So there are some new equipment which are very much required from our department, for our department, the design of the lab, so that this laboratory equipment can be utilized by our students. They can utilize it to develop new kind of innovative food products. Nowadays, as you know, that food is not associated with nutrition. It is called one nutraceutical. So it is a challenge for our student to convert the food materials from nutrition to nutraceutical. That can be happened in our department with the help of different equipment that are available in our different laboratories. And in this regard, I must acknowledge the Ministry of Food Processing Industries, Government of India, for funding a huge grant for this infrastructural development. Not only that, we got grant from Department of Food Processing and Horticulture, Government of West Bengal, where we are establishing the food processing training center in our department to train some new say unemployed youth, to give them some idea how to develop some industry, food industry, to generate some kind of entrepreneur. So that is really one challenge, and this challenge is going on. Recently department got MODROP grant from AICTE. Again we purchased one very sophisticated instrument, FTIR, which are utilized by our department. So this kind of thing actually give me immense pleasure when, after using this equipment, after utilizing their knowledge which we are giving them through theoretical as well as practical classes, and they are implementing it to give some kind of journal publication. Somewhere they are getting some award through some national bodies. These are actually award for me also, and this gives immense pleasure at the end of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So my second question comes that food technology is an emerging field, as we all know. So what is the role of food technologist in our actual daily life?
Food technologist, as you know, this is one multidisciplinary field. Here the role is coming from the very beginning, where we are getting the food material, that means from agricultural field we are generating the crops. So it is very important to get the idea about how to analyze the quality of that source material. So the journey started from the source of this food product, then you are processing it for food product development. And the third thing that is very much important, that the food material that you are preparing, that should be preserved for longer time. So there must be some kind of technology, some kind of unit operation that should be incorporated in your processing. You have to give right heat transfer, you have to give right kind of mass transfer operations to your food material, so that the material that is generated, that you can keep it for longer time. And the lastly, that is the packaging part, which is very much important. Now according to FSSI rule, you have to write down all the components present in your food material in percentage, and this packaging actually gives some kind of protection to your food material. So, as food technologist, when a student goes to any industry, so first of all, the thing is that the student can work in say processing, that means in production sector, in R&D sector. Not only that, in marketing sector there is a very good opportunities for the students where they can develop their say career.
Exactly, ma'am, and it is true that food technologists play a very vital and important role in our life. So, moving to my third question to sir. So, we all know that this is the era of digitalization, industrialization, and of course, more computer-based era. So, how does the Department of Food Technologies incorporate the skills within the student?
Okay, so the food industries mainly, they are now using a lot of software based applications and software based instruments. So for that, all the students, those who are going for jobs in future, they have to know a lot about softwares and digital medias. Okay, so that's why our department has incorporated IoT based subjects and data structures, DBMS, and also programming, normal programming, and also advanced programming languages like Pythons and others. So these all things are already included in the subject course curriculum. So if the students, they understand those subjects and they learn those subjects, they will be able to not only comprehend and not only apply their knowledge to the food technology industries, but also to the IT sectors also. So this is the advantage they are getting. They are learning about food technology subjects as well as the other subject which is related to IT sectors also. So this way they are applying their knowledge to both of these domains.
Yes, it is exactly true.
I
Yes,
want
ma'am.
to add on some point that depending on that, since GNIT is one autonomous campus and we are developing our own curriculum, so we develop our curriculum in such a way from the very beginning, that is from the first year students have got knowledge about introduction to computing. Then when they are coming to second year, there is a subject that is called data structure or database management system. Then when they are coming to third year and fourth year, there are subjects like introduction to Python, introduction to IoT and machine learning, which are nowadays very much required when one student is going to any industry and they are actually regulating the total system of this food processing sector. And not only through curriculum, nowadays there is one thing that is called beyond curriculum training, which is a very good practice for this Guru Nanak Institute of Technology. Every year students have to choose some subjects in this beyond curriculum training where they can do some kind of course in software sector, and also there are some kind of industry interaction where they are also getting some knowledge in this software field or in this field where that is very much required for their future.
Yes, it is very true, as ma'am and sir already mentioned, that nowadays students should not only focus on only one domain, but rather than that, he should or she should practice in every domain and learn, because learning never goes fades, it continues. And so my next question to ma'am is that we all know that to run a department successfully, it is important to maintain the relations between teachers and students. So how does the Department of Food Technology maintains these relations between their teachers and the students?
Now, first of all, I want to rectify it. It is not the relationship between teacher and students. We all are in the same field. Some are learners and some are giving them some lesson. So in this outcome based education, we are trying our level best to give some knowledge to our student, that is our learners. So there should be a very good relationship between these learners and teachers, otherwise this kind of mapping is not possible, the knowledge mapping is not possible. So one thing that we are very much following, that the mentorship scheme that is very much say active in our institute. Every students have their mentor, and they can actually share their problem, not only their academic problem, sometimes they can share their personal problem also with their mentor. This mentor-mentee relationship is very much good in our college, And another thing is that we are also sometimes we are making some relation with parents through parent mentor meet, where parents are also giving some problem, what are the problems they are facing with their words, and we are trying to minimize this with the help of some kind of suggestions and discussions. So, there should be a very good relationship, and we are trying our level best to maintain this relationship.
Yes, exactly, well said, ma'am, because I also think that a department is like a family with whom we share our time, our everyday life. So it is
Long
very
time.
much, and a long time, yes, and so it is very much important to maintain a friendly relation and a good relation with the teachers, of course the mentor, as said by ma'am. So next I would like to say that I want to congratulate the Department of Food Technology that recently 2 students have cleared and qualified the All India GATE XC and XL exams. So it is of course a proud moment for a teacher and of course for a HOD too. So my question is that, sir, what are the scope of higher studies in the Department of Food Technology?
After the completion of their BTech degree, they can go for master degree in MTech. The MTech field is the most prominent after BTech. Okay.
BTech, yes.
So for that they can go to IITs, NITs depending on their GATE rank. And many of our students are present already in Jadavpur University, Calcutta University, NIFTEM. They are already present there. So these are all the institutes, are eminent institutes where they can go. They can do their master degree. After their master degree, they can also opt for jobs, industrial jobs, or they can opt for another higher study, that is PhD. And one thing they can do after their BTech, they can go to foreign countries directly through IELTS, through GRE and TOEFL, and they can pursue their higher studies in there. So there are a lot of opportunities. After the higher studies, they can go to academic jobs. They can go for various industrial jobs and industrial R&D. So these are the all options are present for them. So opting higher studies is also a good option for the students passing from here.
It is exactly and very true that higher studies are very much important nowadays in one's life, because higher study does not only mean to increase one degree, but it means to have a next level of education. So yes, I agree that. So moving on my next question, ma'am, we all believe that practical knowledge is essential in any field. So what are the practical based knowledge that are provided by the Department of Food Technology to the students?
Well, that is really very much required when any student after passing this BTech degree, whether he or she is going to any industry for job, or he or she is doing some higher studies, there also they need some kind of project experience, or they are going for PhD work, whatever may be. This practical or laboratory experience is very, very needed. So through some laboratory classes, as it is given in our curriculum, we are following it, and through laboratory classes they are getting some practical experience, hands-on experience in different laboratories that are available in our department. Not only that, the department has one very sophisticated R&D lab where the students can perform their project work, and we from the very beginning, that means from the second year, or you can say from first year onwards, we are giving stress on project based learning, where the students are giving some project like in the second year, and we firstly they ask our students to do some literature study on that project. Then when they are coming to the fourth semester, they are doing some research work. In the third year, that research work is in the upgraded level. And then what is happening when a student is passing to BTech degree, sometimes some students are some students or some college teachers, they are very much astonished that after getting BTech degree, how the students are publishing their work in some referred journal, in Scopus Index journals, in SCI Index journal. That is really very much unusual for other students. But here our department is giving stress on project based learning, and at the end of the day, when they are passing the BTech degree, they will get some published work which will actually enrich their CV not only for higher study, it is also giving some value to the placement say scope also. So, in this regard, I again want to highlight that these projects are published in different renowned journal, as well as they are showcasing it in different conference where they are getting award. So, this is one thing that we are doing from our part, and to actually to mitigate the gap between this say theoretical knowledge and practical knowledge that we are providing through our curriculum and the industrial scenario. So, here we have to make the student industry fit or industry ready. So, for that reason we are organizing regular industry visit, industrial training, industry internship, then industry mentor meet, industry adjunct professor meet. These are really very usual in our regular say academic activities, and by this way we are actually bridging the gap between our academics and industry needs, and it really helps them to get some practical knowledge.
Yes, exactly, ma'am. As ma'am already said that it helps in the bridging of academic and industrial needs, and thus practical knowledge are very much essential in one's life. So, sir, my next question is that we have observed that every year many students actively participate in the departmental technical fest known as Food Envision. So, what is the view and what is the vision and idea of the Department of Food Technology in the perspective of Food Envision?
Okay, so Food Envision is not just a tech fest. It is a gathering of all of the people who are graduating from here, and also a lot of industry persons. Okay, so apart from tech fest, there is a social gathering that is happening, and students are presenting their ideas, their projects in that tech fest. So it is a communication between the what they are learning today and where they will go. So this is a bridge. It is a bridge for that. So that is what happening in the Food Envision. So in the Food Envision last year, there were several companies. They came here. They interacted with the students. What are the job prospects? What are the job opportunities are present? Several things were discussed. Students also showed their potential through different projects, through different posters and their presentations, and there are several quiz and other events were also organized. So this is a platform for showcase the standard and the quality of the students. So these all are within the Food Envision.
Exactly, sir. As sir already said that it is a gathering of knowledge. Everyone learns from something, and Food Envision is like that, where the students who are interested in food technology and who are the current students of food technology learn something from Food Envisions through the industries, through their, of course, teachers. So, I want to say that the Department of Food Technology has achieved numerous positions in Smart India Hackathon, Chhatra Vishwakarma, publishing its research paper, and of course, it is a proud moment for all of us. So, we are eager to hear, ma'am, your views on this to your students and your kind advice to the students who are trying to take an opportunity as a food technologist. So, please, ma'am.
One thing that I am very much fortunate, I am getting in every year very much enthusiastic students. They are following the words of their teachers. As a result of which, during this lockdown period, department got award from Smart India Hackathon Hardware Edition, which is very much unusual. Now I want to again discuss on your third question, that is, what is the role of digitalization in food technology syllabus. Actually, here in Smart India Hackathon, the students are developing one very small instrument which is totally IoT based, and here with the help of this IoT they can very easily get the idea that the food in daily life you are taking, whether it is adulterated or not, and if the adulteration is present here, it is which kind of adulteration and what is its percentage. So, this is because of that kind of knowledge that we are providing to our students, and students can achieve this award. Not only that, when they are getting the Chhatra Vishwakarma award, they are developing one app where the farmer are getting knowledge whether the soil that they are utilizing, it is full of fertilizer. That means the optimum amount of fertilizer is present in their soil. Not only that, whether there is optimum amount of water, pH value, it is present in the soil for the growth of the crops. So, that is the knowledge in the interdisciplinary field. The student has the knowledge in interdisciplinary field, as a result of which they are applying it in this kind of say development, and which are very much appreciated by this national body like Smart India Hackathon and Chhatra Vishwakarma. Not only that, students also get awards in Banaras Hindu University through their different kind of innovative product development, where they are giving some poster presentation in IIT Kharagpur, everywhere where there are different kind of conference, whether it is national or international level. We always motivate our students, please join this session, so that they will get some kind of experience of presentation through this kind of activities. So, apart from this curriculum development or curriculum delivery, these are the other activities that the department is generally trying to follow to motivate the students, to upgrade the students.
So, it is very much wonderful that the students are making these innovations by just pursuing their degree of bachelor's, and truly it is the work and their hard works and the mentorship with the help of their teachers. So, it is very good. So, I want to thank you ma'am and thank you sir for taking out your valuable time from the busy schedule and for being with us. I hope that every one of us are motivated with this session and throughout the session. So, now we had come to the end of this interview session, and thank you very much. I am Ankush Chatterjee signing off GNIT News.